Hey boys and girls, good morning. This is going to be Wednesday's recording for December the 16th. We're going to go back over the main idea and supporting details. Today's submission for your assignment is going to be, it's called Elves in Trouble. It's in that paper packet that we sent home. So you won't have to do reading on iExcel, just the paper packet. You'll time yourself for 1 minute, and then at the bottom you're going to fill in what the main idea and supporting details are. And you guys did a great job on Santa on Vacation yesterday. You did awesome, but I just kind of want to go back over this. Some of us are struggling with what your supporting details are, so I want to go back over just a little bit what this is, okay? So let's look at this together. Scroll down. Okay, so what is a main idea? Every story, every paragraph, every text selection we read has a main idea, okay? The main idea is going to tell you what the story's about. It's summing it up. What is the story about? The main idea may be a lesson learned, or it is also a moral of a story, and the main idea is the most important part of that story or paragraph. So sometimes we are bad too. In third grade, you don't mean to, but when you read something, you kind of cling to the parts that aren't the most important parts. So just because there's information in the text doesn't mean it's the most important parts of it, okay? You have to kind of think about everything you read and find the most important part of the story. Why did the author write it? What are they wanting us to learn, okay? Well, let's go down right here, and we're going to talk about supporting details. Now, supporting details are the things that describe the main idea, okay? They're that support for the main idea. These supporting details make that idea stronger, make that main idea stronger. So if I give you two supporting details, some of you gave me supporting details on Santa on Vacation, had nothing to do with what you told me the main idea was. If it's not related to each other, or it's not kind of about the same thing, then that's not going to probably be correct, okay? If you tell me that the main idea is that Santa goes on vacation, then a supporting detail could be he's tired because of Christmas Eve, because he has so much to do on Christmas Eve. We're not going to talk about his elves or talk about his reindeer. We're just going to talk about what the main idea and details are, okay? So don't give me the fluff. I just want that important stuff, okay? All right. Now, we're going to do one together. And this one on purpose does not have a title, okay? I don't want us to look at a title. It says Niagara Falls is one of the most beautiful sights in North America. It is on the Niagara River, halfway between Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. Niagara Falls is located on the American and the Canadian border, so it's in America and Canada. The American Falls is 167 feet high. On the Canadian side, the Horseshoe Falls is 161 feet high. Okay, so we know when we're looking for the main idea, some of those ways are to look at our title, look at the first sentence, and look at the last sentence. Well, I don't even have a title, and I've done that on purpose. I want us to just look at the story. Okay, so I can't look at that, but what I can look at is the first sentence and the last sentence. I'm going to do it backwards today. I want you to look at the last sentence first, because this is what I'm noticing. On the Canadian side, the Horseshoe Falls is 161 feet high. Is that what this entire text was about? The Horseshoe Falls. If you're not sure, you can pause the video, go back and reread it, or pause where we are and read. This only talks about Horseshoe Falls down here at the very bottom. So do you think that that's what this story was really written for? To tell us about Horseshoe Falls? Probably not. So let's go back to the top and look at the beginning of our story. It says Niagara Falls is one of the most beautiful sights in North America. Now that sounds more like what we read about, okay? Sometimes you're going to look at those clues that we've told you to look for, and it still isn't going to make sense. That's what we call exceptions to the rules, okay? They break the rules a little bit. So when you look at the last sentence and you think, well, that's not what this story was about, you're going to have to do some thinking. Either go up a little bit and read a little more, or go back to the top and read, okay? And those are just clues, okay? You could just tell me something like, if you wanted to give me a main idea, you could say Niagara Falls is a large falls that is actually between the Canadian border and the American border, because it does talk about that through half of this. The main thing is you've got to sum up everything that you have read, okay, and not just the last sentence, okay, and not just the first sentence. We want you to read the entire selection and then sum it up for me, okay? So what you're gonna do now is you're gonna get out your little paper and you're gonna read Elves in Trouble, time yourself for 1 minute, and then I want you to fill in what you think the main idea was. Then give me 2 supporting details. Any of this would have been really good supporting details. I could have talked about the Canadian American Falls. I could have talked about that it is halfway between Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. Those would be good selections to support that it is a wonderful site that we have in Niagara Falls, okay? So that's what I want you to do with your selection. Once you've done that, get your parent or whoever has Seesaw on their phone to upload your assignment to me so that I can count you present for today, okay? You're doing a wonderful job. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.